Good morning and welcome to another episode of Tea with Z. My name is Zamil Solanki and it's great to be here again with you on on a Tuesday morning today. And if you haven't done so already, go and grab your cuppa because today is the last day of winter. So who knows if that changes up your morning beverage in the morning, and wherever you are in the world watching this, and in Australia anyway, it is winter, but in Queensland, I guess a lot of you could agree that, what winter do we have compared to other places in the world? And like always, just wanted to really touch base and just give an initial sort of shout out to the Limitless Network and those that are joining us this morning from the Limitless Network. A special shout out to each and every one of you on there as well. So if you haven't heard about the Limitless Network and you value health in any way, there's a link there, but I'll touch on that a bit more at the end of the video. And if you are watching a replay, jump on, comment in the comment section below, because I'll definitely respond to each and every one of your comments. But if you are watching live with us this morning, come and give me some love, some likes, some hearts, whatever, some love. Jump on and comment as well, because at the end of the day, this is an interactive platform, and the way in which I interact with each and every one of you is through the chat window. So enough about that. Let's talk about today's topic. So as I mentioned earlier, it's the last day of winter in Australia anyway. And if you're overseas, it might be the last day of summer, wherever you are. But for us here in Australia, it's the last day of winter. And what I really wanted to do is, I've spoken before about, I guess, taking stock and taking a review of the past financial, say, quarter or the calendar quarter. And when we look at, I guess, in our businesses as health entrepreneurs, it's really important that we don't just look at the calendar quarters, but also the seasons as well, the quarters that, I guess, are seasonal with us, because as we all know, as health entrepreneurs, different events and different things happen depending on the season. So, for example, in the healthcare space, we've just finished winter, and winter is traditionally known as cold and flu season. We're now entering spring, and spring is now traditionally seen as the allergy season. Now, when we're looking and stepping up into these sorts of different seasons, as health entrepreneurs, we're in business where, like I mentioned always, is your profits are revenue based, and you're in business to help not only yourself but empower others along their health journey. If you're in a business sense, and you might be a cleaner, for example, you might be a cleaner and you've just finished up winter, and you know that you're a health entrepreneur because you help to ensure the cleanliness of people's homes. You help to ensure the cleanliness of people's workplaces. You help to ensure that people are living a clean and healthy life through their environment and through the cleanliness of their environment. And so if you're a cleaner, for example, and I'm just giving this as an example, you might look to the fact that, I guess, taking stock of this past season, what has this past season spoken to you about? And we're now in a very prevalent COVID world. But as health entrepreneurs, we've always known that there's an element of cleanliness required, but even now more so, it's been heightened. Sanitary levels and sanitization processes have been severely heightened as a result of COVID. The fact that we're in the 21st century and still teaching people how to wash their hands in the Western and developed world is quite surprising. But at the end of the day, the role of health entrepreneurs is to empower and educate others to, I guess, assist them in doing that. So when we look at the past quarter, and now today, I guess what I'm trying to do is encourage you to look at the past quarter, but not from the calendar sense, but from the seasonal sense, taking stock of where those opportunities presented themselves in this past season, and actually looking at how we can actually leverage those in the next season, or in, I guess, when winter does come around next. Also looking at what lessons we've learned, where we fell short. Those are the things that we did really, really well, so our strengths. And really looking to leverage those not only for this next season, but yeah, like I mentioned before, in future seasons to come. And when we do look at that, and when we do take stock of seasonal trends within our health entrepreneurial journey, we can really tap into some other unique areas of our business. And I gave the example of uh, allergy season coming up for cleaning businesses. So as allergies become more and more prevalent, and we're living in a society now that is increasingly more allergy prone, what other opportunities are around in your business? If you're a gym owner and you're in the fitness industry, what other opportunities do you have? What now in these warmer climates? And we see a lot of promotional activity come on and get fit for summer and all of those sorts of things. But think beyond that, think bigger than that. So, what other unique opportunities will set you apart from your competitors? And so when we look at, I guess, our journey as I guess health professionals and health entrepreneurs, the role that seasons play in us can actually untap amazing opportunities and amazing opportunities that aren't normally recognized and aren't normally explored, and as a result, go untapped. And so, I guess, my question to you today is what in this past season, so what in during winter, did you learn? Did you see as an opportunity? Did you do really well? And did you not do really well? And what trends have you seen from this past season that you can then extrapolate and capitalize on these future seasons or even winter next year? And noting those down now, so then when winter comes next year or summer, wherever you're watching this, comes next year, you can then capitalize and leverage those opportunities and those insights that you've sat down and really reflected on at the end of by the end of today. And so that's a really important distinction, is that we're taking this time to really look at I guess what we've done, but not only what we can do in the next quarter, but actually in quarters to come. And if we don't document that right now, if we don't reflect on that right now, we're going to miss an opportunity to really, I guess, identify those areas of opportunity and leverage those opportunities in the coming seasons. So that's my question for you today, is what are you going to do? What are you going to do to help review where you've been and then plan for where we're going to go? And I'm going to touch on planning being a new being a new season, but a new month, I guess, tomorrow. But so what I want you to really focus right now is reviewing, I guess, and the past, is looking back at the past, and then tomorrow we'll discuss planning for the future. So, like I mentioned before, capitalizing and leveraging those opportunities within our seasons, not just on our financial quarters, is something as health entrepreneurs, unlike a lot of other industries, is something that we can really tap into because it's quite unique. It's quite unique. We see it in other industries, though. We see it like in the tourism sectors, where their peaks are summers and holidays. But if you're, running Perisher or Mount Buller, you're seeing peaks in winters and things like that. But as health entrepreneurs, how much time and effort do you spend reviewing seasonal trends and capitalize on the opportunities that present on a much more holistic sense? Because if other health entrepreneurs are also capitalizing on seasonal opportunities, well, where's the opportunities then to collaborate? Where's the opportunities then to create more holistic solutions for your customers and for your community, leveraging each other's businesses to create an environment of health within your community? So that's my question as well, is what what did you do during this season, but what could you actually leverage through other health entrepreneurs within your network, through other health entrepreneurs within your community? So that's what I really want to ask you today, is where do the opportunities lie in the seasons, and what does that look like to you? Because at the end of the day, these are probably, I would say, some of the most untapped opportunities that come about. And if we're not tapping into them, I can bet your bottom dollar somebody else is. And along our own personal journeys, what does that look like? If we're on our own health entrepreneurial journey, what does that look like? Are we now prioritizing and changing our patterns? Is it getting brighter earlier in the morning? So now we are changing our routines to actually maximize the daylight during the day. What are we going to be doing differently during if we're in those parts of the Australia and the world that have daylight savings time or are stopping daylight savings time? What are we now doing differently? Because at the end of the day, that all corresponds to some element of activity. And as a result, as a personal, as our own health entrepreneurs on our own journey, then what role do we have to play in ensuring and encouraging others to take advantage of that as well and to set themselves up for success? But we can't set up ourselves for success if we don't look and leverage what has happened in the past. So today, take the opportunity to look back at this past season, winter or summer, wherever you are in the world. What's been good? What I guess could be better? What trends are emerging out of that? What opportunities are presenting themselves? And then start to look to document that. So then when winter comes around next year, or even spring coming around tomorrow, how are we going to leverage that? How are we going to change the game to really step up into our power, just capitalizing on the trends that we see in seasons? So somebody's jumping in here. And good morning, Tash. Yeah, look, at the end of the day, and this is what I guess that's why I really wanted to bring this up today, is it's the end of winter, but what opportunities lie within seasons? And that's what I really wanted to touch on today. So thanks for your comment, Tash. So that's it from me today. And like I mentioned at the start, if you are watching a replay of this, jump on, show me some love. If you're watching right now, some likes, some hearts, whatever, say hi. That would be great. But if you are watching a replay, feel free, definitely, I encourage you to comment in the comment section below, because I definitely will respond to each and every one of your comments, because at the end of the day, that's how we become interactive. But for those on the Limitless Network and those wanting to know more about a like-minded community for health entrepreneurs looking to, I guess, share amazing ideas, but to share insights, but to also gain exclusive content from me, where we post up an exclusive live Tea with Z episode on Friday mornings, exclusively in the Limitless Network, this is where to go. Like I mentioned, if each of us bring 1, 2, or 3 people on the journey with them, we could instantly grow this community. So, and I'm sure each and every one of you know a spouse, a partner, a loved one, a friend, a family, a colleague, whoever that values health themselves, a gym buddy, whoever that values health, because at the end of the day, without health, what are we? So that is a like-minded community to help empower each and every one of us on this journey of health entrepreneurship. So you don't have to be a business owner. You could just be entrepreneurial in the sense of taking charge of your own health and well-being. And so that's it from me today. Where are the trends? Where do they lie? And the opportunities in the season gone? Document them today, so then you can turn them into leveraging. You can leverage those not only tomorrow in spring or autumn, wherever you are, but also next year when those other seasons roll around again, when winter rolls around again or summer rolls around again. And tomorrow we will be discussing planning and moving forward. So I wanted you to take the opportunity now to look back, and tomorrow we'll take the opportunity to look forward. So on that note, have an amazing day. Stay safe, stay well, and I look forward to catching up with you tomorrow for another episode of Tea with Z. Thanks for watching. See you then. Bye.